Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh, it's been a bit. The last couple weeks were not conducive for me streaming Ace Attorney, but that's fine. We're back. We're continuing. It's time for a brand new episode. A whole new story and case and trial awaits us, and who knows what absolute insanity awaits us today. The answer? Yeah. Legit, like I said, who knows? I don't fucking know. But I'm ready, and I hope you all are too, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's hop in. Hi, Kay. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. I got home early today, and so I was just like, maybe I'll start streaming early today. It's like, maybe not. And then a little bit more time, I was like, no, let's do it. I was streaming.
Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
There's a lot that could be happening here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Why'd y'all do this? Why would you do... You've had the game running in the background. October 21st, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. Why is it in anime that it's so often that there's just like, hey, here's a random ass battery on the Switch ran out twice. That's wow. Why is it that there's always an academy for the weirdest things? Like, there should not be a law academy for high schoolers. There shouldn't be one for duel monsters. There shouldn't be one for cooking. No, there shouldn't be one for cooking. What am I forgetting? What are some... There shouldn't be one where you kill each other. Looking at you, Danganronpa, I love you. Technically, that's not what the high school was about. Still a weird high school, but not what it was about until it was. Oh no! I'm gonna be late! They're... for high school? Like, I know that there are all schools, like college, but like, I'm thinking, like, this clearly looks like a high school. Finally! So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Is it a festival of murder? And before at least one person thinks that this whole thing is some sort of murder mystery game, and that it's not a real murder, even if it only lasts like a minute. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it, literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please! I'm Monokuma! This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. A body has been discovered! I hope someone gets that joke. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you, and have a very wonderful day. It sounds like a mock trial's about to start, but where's this lecture hall? It looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. The time is now 10 a.m. Good morning, students. Let's all have a wonderful day. Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Oh, Apollo, you're all fixed up. You're not edgy anymore. I don't know, I kind of like the edgy look. Like, cliched as it was, I like the jacket over the shoulders and the one eye covered. Mr. Wright, Apollo, I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm in the past still? So this is still before... Okay, so this is still in the 6 months between. I guess so. Hi, Lady Devoir. Hello, hello. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. We didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Quartz has yet to arrive. His name is Quartz. Holy God! What the fuck is this living statue? Hello? No, hold on. There's an anime about this, right? About the statues that came to life and you dated them, or was that a dating sim? This guy's a boss. This is the guy we're gonna find at the top of, spoiler alert, the 3rd boss of the 2nd area in Hades 2, that I'm not going to say it. The Majora's Mask, he does. But with little, but the nose and the brow and the eyes are like the fucking symbol, the justice symbol. How do you get your beard so perfectly shaped, but also still have the curls? Are they like textured in? Do you like dye it a very specific way? Or is it all... Also, do those glasses do anything? I just noticed your glasses. My dude, they're so small. Do you have to use one of them at a time? Like a monocle, but like a really tiny one?
How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her wait. Wait, no. I shall make her wait. I will not... Oh, who do we have here?
Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. Aristotle. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. Good to see that we're both, Greek-coded. Seriously, sir, do you need to go to a hospital? Do you need some food? Like some water? Maybe some more meat in your diet? Your skin's like super pale. It's like almost gray. Are you sick? Do you need to be wearing a mask? Can you wear a mask with that beard? I'm sorry, your eyes are just so alive compared to the rest of you, it's kind of scaring me. It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful! So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star, missy.
The ashes of his family's in... Oh my god, it's Kratos. But he got even older. I still haven't played Ragnarok. Oh, I don't like that. I don't. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. I don't like it. Hey, I'm gonna ask you to keep the mouth closed. Mouth closed. Mouth closed. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Oh, bridal sweet, send a pamphlet to your office.
Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Oh, and here I was thinking that they were going to be used for the magic panties. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seemed I had better explain the situation then.
Thanks, Professor.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question! Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from.
Thank you for not doing the creepy smile again. Like, I don't really care for the okay symbol either, but that's less terrible.
Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. That's not how it works. Judges are usually people who were once lawyers. And also, even prosecutors are also lawyers to a degree. At least I believe that's the case. I might be a little bit off. Judges usually have a history of judging and lawyering, at least a little bit. But regardless...
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career. That might actually be wrong. That might be wrong. I don't know enough. Wants to seriously pursue a career? No, I'm wrong? Okay, cool. Awesome, I'm wrong. Forget everything I just said. You think I'm right? Remember everything I just said. Unforget it. You forgot it? Remember it again. To be fair, you don't go to school to be a lawyer or a prosecutor. You go to law school. It's all the same thing. What was I saying?
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright.
I'm sorry, what now?
We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. That doesn't matter. Professionals in any sort of industry are constantly called upon for lectures and stuff in schools. Very normal. Like, not everyone, but a lot. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Sure, is that a glove? Or, did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Oh, she's dead, by the way. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that.
Professor Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers. What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer.
I can't not look at the teeth when he brings them out. Like, they're terrifying to look at, but I can't look away. I need to look away. You don't think any of the Write Anything Law office attended this academy, which explains why they're actually competent.
The arming or shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium.
A Photoshop JPEG? Little bit. They actually kind of do. It's kind of funny. Because the texture on them is so different from the rest of his body.
How to protect one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Excuse me? Yes, but you don't have to say it like that. I just know with that smile. Rude. Why does it, like... Also, half of what people say is bluffing is not me bluffing. Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor.
It's prosecutor. There are so many for you to choose from.
A lot is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival.
Please put your teeth away.
The mock trial in question
Is it stop talking when you're showing your I don't like it. Stop smiling. I will if I smack your head though, I'm probably gonna break my hand. It'll probably hurt a lot. You look like you're made of stone. Especially your hair.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling! So, the student studying to become a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. Also, why is this a seminar only for one student? I do not know. Don't ask questions. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise. It's probably someone you know and or hate and or are fucking. We don't know. It depends. Edgeworth might or might not be in this game. I do not know. Probably not. It's probably the convicted criminal, the murderer. Which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do, is to bring a convicted murderer to this school when he's proven to be able to get out of his handcuffs incredibly easily.
Oh god, I hope not. A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guest. Oh, who's this kid? You're one of the ones who murdered the Miss Court. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. I know you. Wait. Hold on, wait. I do know you. It took me a second. I know you. Are that you? Wait. Hold on. Aren't you from the country? No, that's from the future. I'm thinking about in the future. Wait, what the fuck? So then what? Wait. How did you go from here to ending up... Weren't you on a farm or something? Or were you just visiting? I don't remember anymore. Days of Future... Are we just gonna... We're just retconning everything so that, we can start a brand new series of Phoenix Wright... Or Ace Attorney games. That are... objectively a little bit dog shittier than even the dog shit. Anyways, sorry, getting off topic. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star too. Here, have this good neutral star. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you'll look after our visitor, Juniper.
This also explains how Juniper knows Athena. Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Oh, no, they knew each other from before this. Is that you? Hmm? Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. I don't know if they were dating. It'd be much more interesting if they were. I don't know if that's what was happening, though. Wait, you two know each other? Oh, that's a coincidence. Oh, we've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we live close to each other. No, wrong. I don't know. Something about the atmosphere. It's like I wanted to put a little country in her because of the sunflower, but the atmosphere makes me go British. We live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? Everyone's gay in Ace Attorney. You know what? You You're right. Ace Attorney is the opposite of real life. Everyone is assumed gay until proven otherwise. I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it's part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Don't worry, everything is being constantly filmed and monitored and recorded. You can see it all on 1,000 different monitors. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Cord as soon as he gets here. Oh, no fair! I want to see the mock trial too! Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means.
But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
Settle then. I'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. In other words, Apollo just got saddled with work. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. I'm gonna give her, like, a little bit of country, a little bit of, like, formal, so a little bit Southern Belle, I think fits this current environment. Exactly, okay? I believe we maybe need to change the name to Jezebel and all that good stuff. She needs one of those big old hoop dresses. Bell dresses, I think they're called. I don't remember. Well, the ones that have the big old booty on them. So no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. That's true. Juniper, her entire name is already pretty southern. This is so boring. I should have hidden in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Oh, what was that? Famous Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Sorry, you have a real yawn when you're trying to fake one. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. You go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. I just now noticed, I think I saw this before, but Phoenix is looking a little bit older. He has more lines under his eyes that he didn't in the previous games. Ah, dude, you're getting older. Good to see it. Love to see a little bit of age on you. Next thing we know, we need a little bit of salt and pepper. Just a bit. Okay. I think Phoenix would look good with a bit of salt and pepper, but then he might need to change his suit. I don't know if it would... No, it would probably work for the blue. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? What? Ah! Professor Court! Can you hear me? Professor! Oh wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way. This can't be real. Don't make jokes at a time like this, Phoenix. Right? Whatever. Call the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Oh, that was the thing. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? When has that ever stopped me? Phoenix Wright. It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Unless... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But... Okay, you're the boss. If we get arrested, I'm pinning everything on you. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena? Yes! I mean, no. Wouldn't it be the first time he was pinned for murder? Nope, it would be the... How many times has it happened? Once when he was in college. But it was actually his girlfriend. Trying to remember if there were others. Maybe, is that the only one I'm thinking of? No, second time obviously was at the beginning of Apollo Justice. With the poker game. So this is the third time, at the very least. This is at least the third time. Apollo didn't ban, wait. Apollo didn't bat an eye at the Alderman's body during that case in Ninetales Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So, Professor Court was... He was accused in the first game? Because the first game was Larry Butts. Your defendant was Larry Butts, Mia Fey, the Silver Samurai. I don't remember the fourth one, and Miles Edgeworth. I don't think Phoenix was accused of murder in that one. That was Mia. Or Maya, I mean. Professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished. Hmm? Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Okay, sure. Ugh, the suspense is killing me. Hello. This is interesting. I know you want me to start with studying the body, but there's also so many other things to look at. Mr. Oh, during the second... I guess technically, but he wasn't arrested for murder. Let's put it that way. He's only been arrested for murder 2 other times. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Oh wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. I guess it's been a long time since I played the original trilogy. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the Relly Professor Court. No, don't! It's more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Prepare for wait. Need to 22nd routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd. Meet with Hugh about the report yesterday. Important. 24th. 9 a.m. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 p.m. Mock trial begins. Court's planner. Add it to the court record. Looks like she died of blood loss. That's gotta suck. Oh, look at her hands. She was also bound up, which means I don't think she died here. There's no pool of blood on the ground. Ugh, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it, I guess. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. She wasn't killed here. I can tell from looking at the crime scene. No expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. But look, the ground is perfectly clean. There's no bloodstains here. And the frickin' rope marks on her arm indicate that she was tied up at one point. Was there anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Called it! I'm a genius! Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. This does remind me that during the Nintendo Direct the other day, when they announced the Miles Edgeworth games coming out in September, which was an immediate, alright, I know what we're doing in September moment. I do love this, like, use the power of logic to solve cases. I'm like, yeah, that really is a superpower in these games. And rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Oh, wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know! The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Was there anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's all about we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene, just in case. Okay, I'm on it. This is actually a really good idea, because we don't want anyone messing with the crime scene. Because that fucking happens. Say cheese! I'm making jokes when taking pictures of a dead body. Jeez. And I thought I was the one with this twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Are you just going to ignore the comment about how... Athena? Nothing. You're scaring me a little bit. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. Well, this pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2? Then the thing over there is the remains of another statue? Please tell me I recognize that coat. Please tell me I recognize that coat. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. It's probably Gavin. That's not Edgeworth, is it? The color... My brain says Miles Edgeworth. Because the other one, I think, is Phoenix Wright, because it was blue. This color makes me think Miles Edgeworth. Please be Miles Edgeworth. For the love of all that is good, please show me the boy. Please show me the gay-ass motherfucker. I wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish-purple in color. Please don't let it be Pain. Please don't let it be Pain. I'm gonna be in pain if we have to go talk to Pain again. We already dealt with him in this game. I don't want to do it again. To be fair, I do like doing his voice. It is fun. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I remember they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broke by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. There's something buried in the rubble. The famous Herald? Oh, wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on canvas she-devil juniper wood. Wow! Oh my god! Cruel! Cruel words there! Oh my god. She-devil juniper woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Rude! Excuse you, that's my friend you're talking about. Hello? Oh my god. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Hold on, I know that name. Which one's Hugh? It's probably the prosecutor guy? Which one's Hugh? Which one of these idiots is Hugh? Wait, what? Oh, I seriously wish I hadn't read that. Do you find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? Is there something... Athena, I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. What do you mean? One is red, one is blue. You can... For which one is Hugh? I mean, my guess would be the red one, but... Because hue, in my mind, is just like how colors are. Like hue, like H-U-E. But we're talking about my friend Shun here. She never leave guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. It is funny that the blue and the red still kind of match the Phoenix and Miles Edgeworth theme. See, here's the thing about this love triangle. One, make it poly. Or two, those two are actually gay. And Juniper is just over there, like, bang gavel on the thing. This court finds you both gay as fuck. Get out of here. And go enjoy yourself in a private room, not here. Do this somewhere else. Flirt somewhere else. None of us want to see you. Like, but this is a normal thing for the prosecutor and the lawyer to fucking flirt with each other during the trial, right? Yeah, I mean, we've watched Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth do it all the time. Are they gay or European? I don't remember the rest of that song. I mean, I remember it, sort of. Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright! Athena! Oh, here comes Apollo! I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. It sounded kind of weird though. It was like, ding dong, a body has been discovered. It was a really weird way to announce it, honestly. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know. It sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Ah, shit, the fuzz, we gotta go. Oh, wait, no, we're lawyers, we're fine. Wait, no, that hasn't stopped them before, we gotta go. October 24th, Famous Legal Academy. 3rd floor, lecture hall.
The whole school's in an uproar. Won't be any more classes today. Murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
Ugh. I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena. Athena. There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you. I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president, after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know?
Did you end up... I don't remember.
I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Thena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Famous Legal Academy, I have to act properly. Like a proper lady. Don't you see how I hold myself with the proper posture and all that?
She was never this stiff and formal before.
I know knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Colt had been in charge of it until... well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
What sort of teacher was Professor Court?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was... amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court would do such a thing. Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready.
Okay, placing my bets now. This poor girl is going to be arrested for murder. She's going to be our defendant. Again. This poor girl.
Oh! She did say once, that's right. In the original trial of this game, she did say something about the fact that she'd been falsely accused before.
Ah, shit.
I'm a genius. Oh no! I forgot of it. Look. You saw the gears turning in my head as you were typing that. I forgot about that until I said it out loud. Oops. Anyways. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. I guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Oh yeah, the outline work on the models is very nice. Me looks at my own model without outlines. It's fine. It's fine. I could do an outline if I wanted. I have before. Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Okay. In other words, my guess is that that scene we saw at the beginning, when the three of them were standing around Miss Court, that was them preparing for this trial, for the mock trial. Like, that wasn't an actual murder, because she didn't have an arrow in her. Oh, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. Maybe it was more, maybe it wasn't legit. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case would go either way. And that way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning, even though that's not how it works in reality, but that's the whole point of it being a mock trial. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Uh-huh? Who said that? I knew it! I knew it was these two, or at least one of them. Oh wait, you can do that? Hold on. Oh, that's right. Right, it's in the main menu. Hold on. I completely forgot that there were other outfits for these two games. Save your progress and return to the main menu. Oh my god, he still has the fucking sweater from when he was in college. Oh shit, that's nice. I like your new outfit, actually. This is very funny, though. Should we go with this one? Should we go with the stupid sweater? From when his girlfriend accused him of got him arrested for murder and then died shortly thereafter. And later came back as a ghost. Ooh, this is cool. This is a good outfit, Apollo. Holy shit. Athena, I have questions. Why do you own this? The street clothes outfit is awesome. Let's see if I can... I want it to pull out a little bit more. Oh, look! He's got Mr. Hat on his backpack. That's awesome. Oh, he loves his sister, even if he doesn't know that she's his sister. Oh, and he's got Athena's, I don't remember his name now, on his strap. Dope. Moving on. Stylish threads. Nice. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance to the defendant, man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. Rude. You're an asshole. Let me go to the other guy. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect, because I never score less than 100% on tests. I hate you. I don't like you. So far, I think you might be a red herring, because I immediately hate you. So you're either the murderer, or someone's going to make me think you're the murderer. Those are the only two options. Ugh. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally ruined introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. Sir, do you have springs on your arms? Like, training springs? Why? No! Where's the sincerity? He makes pottery too? And what's that bracelet contraption for? Okay, good, so I'm not crazy. Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in Torrid Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods, level-headed lawyer course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Juniper, come on. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. It rolls way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial's just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods. And the crowd goes bananas. Woohoo! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. My Junie. My Junie. My Junie. Athena, Athena, Athena. Most people don't go around saying my anyone. Hearts, 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 hearts. Gay! Gay, gay, homosexual, gay, and we love to see it. Do you know anything about this? Oh, that's... Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You always were popular with the guys. That's not true. I was never... You just didn't realize it. But that made you even more irresistible. It's been 7 years, but I still remember how all the boys wanted to be near you. I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter. And then got really bummed out when he'd say, could you give this to Juniper for me? Apollo, why are you being so rude? Ugh, how do you know? Yo, but of course I wasn't actually bummed out. I thought I was bummed out. But I was bummed out because I didn't have that kind of courage. I wanted to be the one to... I just... See, all those love letters, I just scribbled out their names and put mine and hoped that she believed it. So all those love letters that I sent to her, I just plagiarized them. They were all to me. I'm sure it was just a lucky guess, but why did it have to be Apollo of all people? Doesn't Juniper also kind of crush on Apollo back in the first trial, back in this game? Let's show you this! Athena, you know it's against school rules for you to have such things in your possession. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please. But this is important evidence. Oh, well, and I suppose we can make an exception just this once. Oh, she's one tough law and order type president, alright. I don't think I did that right, but it's fine. Okay. Bye, bisexual, bye. Is that better? I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Excuse me? Excuse me? That's La Mora. Mora. That's Apollo's mom. Apollo and... Apollo and Trucy's mom right there. Excuse me? La Morad. There we go. Constellations go through the fabric. Loose hood, constellation throughout. Make glow from the inside. That's a really nice costume. Nice. I love it. I love it. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Only a little bit. There's plenty of outfits that have, LEDs in them. Like LED strips. So, fire hazard, yes, but not the worst. I've seen worse. Ugh, so you were a fan of the night sky, then? Oh, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, you know, I go way back. He got me really interested in space. Your name is literally Apollo. Your name is Apollo. Do we know this friend? Oh wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. How many murders are there going to be in this one case? Jesus. Glow in the dark stuff or glow stick fluid? That's true. There's plenty of ways to make things glow. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. I think she's angry. Stage costume added to the court record. Yup. Shit. Wait, 2 pages? We only saw 1. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... Paint inside a costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Not a fire hazard. Leave time to dry. That means we're going to find some of this paint somewhere. No! You can't do it! Okay, this is a really hard... It's hard for me to get into the mindset of someone screaming like this. So my acting is terrible. Anyways. You can do it! Yeah, I can't do it. I can't scream. I can't make myself scream. It doesn't work. Oh, that's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. Like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and 2 knights in shining armor. Maybe that Famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. I think that this is a good... Hi, Bye Beast. His name is Uryu Ishida? And he does suck. That is correct. Goddamn, the final arc of... The 1000-Year Blood War arc of Bleach was not good. It was not good. It just wasn't. Hi, Bibies. Hope you're doing well. We're fine. There's been like 3 different murders, but only one like murder. Terrible. Whatever. Bleach had a lot of problems. It had a I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Fast tangent. I had this problem with multiple shonen things. In regards to like, every time a new arc happens, it's the same goddamn thing that the character has to go through. It's like, everything from before, nothing matters. Like, nothing they did in the previous arc matters in the new arc. It's like, what the fuck? Like, Bleach, every time he got a new power upgrade, it's like, okay, so that power upgrade you got, worthless. Terrible. Go away. The Bounce arc. And the Zanpakuto arc, where they all came to life. Those are the only ones I remember, because those are the only filler I remember, because I remember watching up to, anyways. What was I saying? Bleach had the big problem of, every time he had a power-up, it's like, hey, forget that power-up, you need a new power-up. Hey, forget that power-up, you need a new power-up. And also your sword's broken again, and your sword's broken again, and your sword's broken again. Honestly, as much as I love Katekyo Hitman Reborn, it had the exact same problem. It was... all your techniques from before, throw them out the window. We're not using them ever again. you spent all this time learning these new techniques, now learn brand new ones and never use the old ones. Especially in Bleach, in the final arc. It's like, hey, here's Zanpakuto, everything about it, completely get rid of it, and it's time for a brand new thing. I love Hitman. I think it's great and fun. However, when it finally came to, and like, it kind of avoided this for a while. But once it got to the, what was it called? What was the arc called? After the future arc. There's the future arc, and then there was the one that came after it. The Kozato arc. The Blood arc? Whatever it was called. I don't know what you're talking about with second time travel. I don't remember. What was I saying? Like, all the techniques they learned, as like they spent all this time learning all these techniques and these weapons, and they have brand new weapons that have nothing to do with their old weapons. And it's just like, what's the point then? What was the point? Like, My Hero was doing a pretty good job for a while of, oh, that one, right. The war game. Well, but no, dude just straight up said, yeah, you did have a mulligan. No, I'm not gonna honor the mulligan. They do the same thing with the Battle Network manga? Yeah. Naruto was decent about, hey, it's not brand new techniques, they're just expanding upon old techniques, which is better. My Hero was doing the same thing for a while. It was, here's like a technique. Okay, now that's permanently incorporated as you continue to power up. One Piece, same thing. One Piece is great about that. They're not like completely changing their power sets every 5 minutes. Every arc they get a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger, but it's building upon the power-ups that came before. Like, it's a build-up as opposed to a complete shift, which is the problem that. And then, like, Hunter x Hunter, also good about the powering up slowly. I like that stuff better than Bleach's complete throwing everything away. Dragon Ball Z is just, screw techniques, I have raw power. Screw techniques, I'm now Super Saiyan 4, now Super Saiyan 5. They do ramp up too fast. Trying to think of some other examples. I think that's enough examples. I think we've been through it. I think I've made my point. My point has been made. So, well, the problem is they learn one technique. It's like, here's the Kamehameha. That's the only thing you need for the rest of the series. And everyone's got their version of the Kamehameha. And then it's like, oh hey, suddenly I now know fusion. Suddenly I now know teleportation. That's it. Other than that, it's pure power. It's raw power is all that matters. Yeah, it's like, at least in the original Dragon Ball, it was a little bit better about that, because they were still so low powered. But even then, it's mostly power. It's mostly damage. Like, just, I'm stronger than you, so I win. I didn't even see what happened, I'm gonna be honest. Fairy Bot got to... Anyway. We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. And isn't it right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like, physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying. You can bet we'll be carrying them around. The famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship, anyway? Well, it's a secret. If I show you, it'd be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. Inviolable. It's not something to put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever! I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, is like, I'm sorry, what happened to evidence? Does that not matter anymore? I guess it doesn't in this situation, but that's fine. Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Yeah, hold on. Well, alright then. Hey, isn't that... Yep, I'm hydrating. I still have some tea. Oh no. I know who this is. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate. Very likely.
I think this guy had a very, faux hero voice. Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. I called it. Ha ha ha!
Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friend. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Ha 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 ha! Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting June? Police, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case too.
Ha ha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this.
That's the evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
I'm going to beat you upside the head. You ready? Bam! Wham! Bam! Right in the kisser.
Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But... Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
I need that little robot of hers to just be like, I love you. Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut up, shut up. What did it say? Nothing. And I said I love you. It sounds like it's saying nope, it's not saying anything. We're just gonna rip that off.
I hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at time. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. Gay thoughts detected. Gay thoughts detected. Gay thoughts detected. Why is it repeating that over and over again? I say that every time gay thoughts are detected. Gay thoughts detected. Food thoughts detected. Gay thoughts detected. I love you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena. Apollo. And you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station.
Hold on, don't talk without a lawyer present. By thoughts detected. Polyamorous thoughts detected. Why is it suddenly saying that? Polyamorous thoughts detected, don't worry about it. Straight thought detected. Gay thought detected. Poly thoughts detected. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right to the case. Never. Absolutely never. Not once have they ever said, I want you to talk to a lawyer. And not once have they ever said, I want my lawyer present. Because this is not... This is some bullshit is what it is. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. ... appearing above my head. Sir, are you aware that you are a student and she is a professional? If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. You're a student! Sit down. Yeah. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. It just goes on for 5 more minutes. 20 minutes later. How long is he going to be powering up like that? Hold on. I think he's on something. No. Oh. Sorry. That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. You want him to be guilty just to see the spring snap? That'd be really funny. Oh, right, you said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain.
Perhaps I could
help, Herr Forehead. Alright, this is my second guess. This is my second guess that it was actually going to be Gavin. I wanted it to be Edgeworth. I wanted it to be Edgeworth so bad. But I was like, it's probably Gavin. Yeah, that makes more sense. Miles Edgeworth is more red. Prosecutor Gavin! Well, what are you doing here? And in 3D, no less. You look hotter than ever. I mean, nothing, Glimmer Boy. Fuck off. You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? Athena, this is Gavin. Gavin, this is Athena. It's a pleasure to meet you, Fraulein. You could say that I am Forehead's Partner in crime. Oh, you're a lawyer? Not exactly. Oh, I do believe we have a fresh S here. Greetings, Fräulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. The one that broke up because of one of the guys from Interpol ended up being a killer. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us. The Gavin is. And I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. And then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fräulein, but I've retired from the music biz. I'd be happy to offer my autograph of the rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay, that one then. She's a lovely one, eh, her forehead? I didn't know she was your type. Looks at him suspiciously and knowingly. He's the newest member of Write Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you, I'm Athena Sykes. Too bad. I was hoping I might have a rival. Isn't Apollo your rival? Not that kind of rival. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. And now the intros are out of the way, allow me to go kiss my boyfriend. You what now? Don't worry about it. I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah, her forehead? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. And the governors are getting back together for a one-time special performance, including the guy who's in jail? Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way, really, except for that one guy who got arrested. Yeah, I know how much you adore that music, her forehead. Anyway, I studied around abroad to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Oh wait, so that performance Junie mentioned, I see you've already heard about that. Our one student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. The two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. And this is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? They're really good. I mean, you know what? You make a good valid argument that I can't deny. Is he gonna be in like a prison jumper, or is he still gonna wear his shark hoodie that looks like he could chop his head off? Bingo, Fräulein, and they were so big and magnificent too, and with a terrible waist. Ah, but the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Your mentor? Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law, except that she was a judge and you're a prosecutor. But tell me what you know anyways. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered, wrong word, what is right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Oh, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? What? Oh, the bed, of course. The what? I mean, this case, the trial. Okay, for a second I thought you said the bed. That'll come later. I forget already, Herr Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch a killer. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. 3rd floor, lecture hall. 3rd floor, lecture hall! I can't, forever now, I'm gonna imagine the green text as, as Monokuma. Right, the stage is ready. And you, Hair Forehead, ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. I do like now that we're at the point where Gavin has a lot of respect for Apollo, considering how much he's beat his ass in court, and maybe in the bedroom. But he still calls him Hair Forehead. It's a nickname of love. Besides, we have this script right here. Ginny's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. I mean, he's a bottom. Yes, correct. He might also be a sub. That might also be true. But that doesn't mean that he can't be told. Anyway, we're moving on. He can't be told to do things from every now and then. Anyways, the Fräulein will need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hair Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All of the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but the trial is still a trial. Octung baby, it's no holds barred. Oh, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Alright, a judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Sounds perfect. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fräulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. And the defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh, me, oh my. I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell ya! On some seriously bad acting, Fräulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Court posed as the corpse. Sorry, a little bit tongue-tied there. Her forehead, how did the mock trial participant react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, oh, the green sweatsuit. That's not exactly what I picked to focus on, so why would he care about that? Too much of a fledgling to know what's important in that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hold it! Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Does everything you say have to be an innuendo? Only when I'm talking to you, Hair Forehead. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in his stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, her forehead. Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then you said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab a professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, her forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice! Me? I'm just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually rugged. Such as physical trauma, possibly shot from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? It's a kind of tool... It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Ah, the prop item. The one that was found in her pocket. Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Forline. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And the cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body, in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
Objection! A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but... you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cause suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the oral stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Ginny's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope, it seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. A time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendants, Juniper Woods... Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Ginny guilty. Perhaps that's not a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. So, from what they said earlier, the mock trial script was written so that there's actually not one truth. It's written so that it could go either way, and it's purely dependent on how well the battle between the prosecutor and the defendant turns out. Which, you're right, doesn't make sense. But it's how it... Supposedly, that's how it was written. Achtung, baby. The prosecution's already got the witness sized up, too. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon wasn't all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the third-floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. All, buy what school festival funds get from the hardware store. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the school script's plot. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Hello? Hello? That right there? That right there? That right there? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Gonna make a note of that. Curiouser and curiouser. But not only that, I do have Wispy's app. He shared it with me early, so I'm using it. What was I saying? And the other thing that's weird is Mr. Robin. Which means that Robin which means Robin saw the outline ahead of time. A minor note, perhaps, but a note to make regardless. That'll tell us a little bit, hopefully. I figured that as Ace Attorney especially, I could use the notebooks very well. And also it's fun to have my little objection just permanently around. It's cute. Look at how cute it is. Watch her go. She's flying away. Bye. Off she goes. Oh no, she's back. She objects to you, Gavin. She objects. What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Cord. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. After all, I'm not your enemy today. If I was the prosecutor, obviously I would not be helping you with all of this, because I'd be trying to crush you incessantly, but secretly actually helping you in court. Still. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right, looks like we have our work cut out for us. Let's go to the Write Anything Agency. Hi, Trucy. Athena, don't you think the Write Anything Academy... Don't you think the Write Anything Agency has about run its course? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Write Anything Academy! And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department. Oh, what other departments will we have? Well, I'll be the head of the magic department. And we'll have a Cords of Steel department and a bluffing department. I'm sorry, bluffing department, not a lawyer department? But then who will be head of the toilet cleaning department? Alright, it's fun just to come say hi to Trucy. October 24th! Famous Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Mr. Wright. I forgot about the sweater! I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. Don't ask me where I got this giant staff with a globe on it and how heavy it is. The answer is very. We must prove our innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
Are you the killer? Are you the murderer? We found the Zeus cosplayer? Yeah, he's chiseled. I'll put it that way. Hiya, boy. Hope you're doing well. Okay. You're the killer. I'm pinning it all on you. I'm putting it on you. I'm putting it on you. You're sleepy? If you're sleepy, get some rest. Or relax here. May the sweet sounds of my fun acting lull you to sleep. Especially when I get to the screaming part. Yeah, Juniper did notice. Here's the thing. The fact that he's all the end justify the means and Court was all the proper means to reach the proper end tells me that you're the killer. It's you. You're the problem, it's you. What do you mean, the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means.
Don't. Thank you.
Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results.
You're at work relaxing while waiting for lunch? Nice. Enjoy your food. And I hope work goes well. No more responsibilities? Isn't that the best?
Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results.
This explains so much. Did Miles Edgeworth make this academy, go to this academy, have anything to do with this academy? Did Von Karma have anything to do with this academy? Did Payne have any... Did literally every single prosecutor we've ever met have anything to do with this academy? He was trained by Von Karma, and that does not mean that he did not have some connection to this academy. Payne probably... yeah.
You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. Don't smile at me.
Precisely.
Hold on. Every time he has his mouth open like this, I have to talk with the biggest goddamn smile I can, and it kind of hurts.
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results.
I'll be honest, this really hurts. That's not comfortable. That's not comfortable. I don't know how he does that. I hope you enjoyed the one time I'm doing that, because I'm not doing that again.
It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't want to go to jail myself. I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're going to take her case, Professor Means? Is superimposed work? I don't think you're the first person to say that today, Bybeast.
I may be professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court.
No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Paul and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two?
And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. I think you made the right one. Also, ignore everything about what he's wearing. We thought it would be funny. And we were right.
How wonderful! Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
The truth. That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her.
Other than, like, falsifying evidence, right? Other than falsifying evidence, right?
And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Murderer. Murderer. Honestly, I should have known the first time we met him. That smile screams, I've murdered before and I'll do it again. There's blood on my hands. You just can't see it because of all the ash from my cremated victims that I have permanently put into my skin. Like Kratos. Just hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please! Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So police believe the body was moved from there onto the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well... Well, what? Come to think of it... Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded. God, it is so funny to put him in a sweater. Now, where was I again? There's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges, and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. And Phoenix Wright was the only one to get caught on it? And when he didn't even do it? Rude. That's rude, I say. Objection? I call objection. Anyways. Well, the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Grading students to reduce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Mean said? The end justifies the means? To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. Cut back to Mr. Miles. I've won 100 cases in a row, Edgeworth. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if our results are all that matter anymore? Relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Looks to Miles Edgeworth. Looks to Von Karma. Looks to Payne. Looks to Gavin to some degree. Looks to Blackwell. Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Oh, wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. Wouldn't be the first time. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. You're free to shove this or that into my face, but at least get my attention first to give me some sort of warning. In other words, do as I say, not as I do. I do love the fact that every time it's evidence that doesn't matter, you're basically just like throwing something in someone's face. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Outdoor stage. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. She does have a really good hearing. Athena, what are your... Huh? What the hell is this? Or, a better question, who is this? Ow. Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Apollo, this box, there's... What now? There's someone or something inside. Don't let it be a snake. Who's in there? Oh, I get it. Snake. I hate. Snake! Fucking god. Fucking damn it, they got me. Me, who's ever played one Metal Gear game.
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt.
I'm out. I'm done. Let's go. Leaving. Hell of a name. The one Metal Gear game I played, by the way, is Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and technically Ground Zero, but it's all part of 5. Anyways.
And I'm a senior in the judge course.
What's with the box?
It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face in the light of day.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hi, Delphi. How you doing? Hello, hello. He's a panda. Hey, I think you make a very good point. I think he might be also the, living in the shadows means that he's probably the journalist. How you doing, Delphi? Hope you're well today. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. You better not cry. And if you read it without my permission, you'll wish you hadn't.
Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason.
My script was way more popular than Juniper's.
Really? Wow, was that the majority opinion?
Yup, my behind-the-scene maneuvers, threats, and deceptions worked like a charm.
You're doing okay? That's a she? That's fine. She could be masking her voice, who knows? Well, I hope you do better soon, Delphi. Hope you're doing well. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some Ace Attorney. Miriam, this may come as a surprise to you, but that's called cheating.
Says you. I didn't break the law. Besides, the end justifies the means. That's what they teach us here.
If we... Okay. I'm trying to think what other voice I might do for someone in a box. Ace Attorney Thursday. Ace Attorney Thursday. A Steve Blum voice? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a moment. See if I can remember what the hell Steve Blum sounds like. I use something more like this, maybe. Metal Gear. Besides, the end justified the means. That's what they teach us here. You're right, maybe this is a more fun one. Apparently some people are already thriving in the dark age of the law. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. Definitely the journalist. But you're right. It's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as he is. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. What are we supposed to... Oh, nope, I know what the part it is. I don't know what to look for, but I definitely know the bit that it wants me to. It's like, oh, you're definitely taking the stand tomorrow. You definitely want to know everything. It's sure as hell ain't for her sake. Found it. Gotcha! That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you're subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. Nope, Miles Edgeworth. So, first of all, that's coming in September. No, we're still in the middle of Dual Destinies. This is game 5 of 6. Technically game 2 of 3 of this particular trilogy. But the moment anyone that knows me saw the Miles Edgeworth announcement, they're all like, Rika. And I'm like, yeah, that tracks. Multiple people were like, hey, look at this. I love it, though. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Hey, Sir Robin, I have a note for you. Luminescent paint, hands. Motherfucker. I mean, can I blame them that I'm typecasted? That. Look at that. Do you see that? That right there. Motherfucker's got the luminescent paint from the goddamn cloak that she made on his hands. Which means she didn't... This motherfucker. You're involved somehow. I just don't know how yet. We'll figure it out. I could also do this, but my aim is difficult. Nope, that's off. There we go, right here. That. It's hard when it's not, like, actually on and I have to adjust. It is funny, though. Deathmark? I have not played Deathmark. I don't know what that is. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? Have you just given me the info you have? Stupid pawn! Juniper's just using you! I'm going to beat her ass. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Isn't that right? If I can find them, yes. Maybe she'll curl up into her box, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at that, a random piece of trash. Toss it in the trash compactor." Hey, why is the trash compactor screaming? Oh no! Someone put a bunch of jam in this trash compactor. That got fucking dark real fast. I'm abandoning this train of thought. That got dark. Maybe I'll just throw her in the regular dumpster. You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justify the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. Bye, Beast. Thank you for the gifts of decay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes, Kay. Including this one that's right here in the corner. Enjoy. Have fun. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. And also that one, for when I get confused and they're stumped. But now that's going to happen less because I have notes. So many notes. Beautiful notes. Anyways, in this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Isn't that illegal? Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice. Hello? Ah! I'm posturing. I'm hydrating. Please stop hitting me with things. Hi, Maya. Hello. How you doing? Welcome to Metal Gear Ace Attorney Solid. Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out of court tomorrow.
We lost the game.
I'm dead inside now. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure has opened between the three of them. Congratulations and good jobs. That does remind me of something. You're age 23. Dana's not on here. Age 17. 18. Do we know how old Athena is? Is she 21? I don't remember anymore. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Grab a camera, change it into fatal frame. Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Colt had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? Both metaphorically and physically. I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. Is that her laugh? Is that her, like, One Piece fucking laugh? Or... I'm gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Oh, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. If you want to give me a present, slip it through the hole in my box. Or if it's too big, you can open up the top and just give me that. Can I, like, rip that box off now that you've done that? Actually, I should just be able to go, well, either way, it creeps me out. Let's go to that maintenance area. October 24th. Themis Legal Academy! Maintenance area! So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high mat from the storehouse. Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball court. I'm coming up with theories. Because it's... I don't think that he's the murderer. I just think that Robin is involved. I think Means is still our murderer. I think you're the killer. I think you're involved. And I think you're just a pretentious dickhead. And you're a friend. And then... there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin! Oh, you scared the crud out of me! Yeah, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I become strong enough to save Juniper! And I'm so worked up, my training base is almost breaking at the seams! Oh, right, the girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace! Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. You think that I'm the murderer? I mean, look. What do you know? What do you know? Oop. Forgot that likes to fuck up. There we go. There we go. What do you know, Maya? I'm coming for you. What do you know? She's got a knife. Watch out. Alright, I just like messing with it. It's so cute. You know what? I'm gonna keep the knife up for a bit. The knife is cute. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. Do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep them coming, man. Ouch. My ears ache already. Hold on. Is that me? No? Oh my god! Oh my god. So there's been a noise that I don't know if you can hear it, that I've been hearing, and I just realized what it is. It's just stupid springs. That creaking noise. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's a stupid training brace. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Also, you just call yourself second-rate? Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't praise Professor Cord if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Cord was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man! She always said the only good result is the truth. And only lawyers seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Okay. I'm getting less suspicious of you. Especially because if you're in the art club, it makes sense that you would have the paint on your hands. Yes! I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. Eesh. You call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Oh, man! I'd have to take the prosecutor course. I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law. Ha! We were gonna put a nail in the coffin, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school! Tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Hey, what do you know about this? Ugh, that paper! So, Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the three of us for some reason. There's been nothing but trashy articles like this for as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention? No way, man! The victim of those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. Think that judge has a thing for Robin? Deja vu, man! So I can almost taste my near victory again. But no! Final Showdown was canceled because of that murder. Topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship? It's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. Isn't that a bad thing? It's like the calm before the storm. Isn't that a bad thing? In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Dodged a bullet there. Okay, you're useless to me. Where to go? Hi, Trucy. Why didn't you take me with you? Oh, only Mr. Wright was officially invited. Apollo and I were just tagging along, but we are lawyers after all. Well, my magic act would have made a great warm-up for the mock trial. Never seen how even the most crucial evidence could vanish in the blink of an eye. That's probably precisely why Mr. Wright didn't invite you. You'd pull out the magic panties, and then suddenly all the evidence would be gone. I'm missing something. Here we go. October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. Third floor lecture hall. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh. Oh, now you're causing issues.
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
Hold on. See if that helps. You were doing fine, and then I messed with you, and I apologize for that microphone. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script, or wrote it. But, look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. You're in the Professor Means faction. You're in the asshole faction, that's why there's discord. You are in the ends justify the means. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. So, you really declare that you confess to Junie if you won the mock trial? Because he's definitely not the shy type. Yeah, well, that's just the genius. That is me. My thoughts and action are on a whole other level from you mouth breathers. You're not the murderer, I'm pretty sure, but boy, I kind of wish you were. Or to put it another way, there's gonna be another murder. And the only role that you're gonna play is victim. No, it's your vanity that's on a whole other level. Oh, I should have shown that to what's-his-face. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm a 100% lean muscle. Aren't you planning on confessing to Junie? My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. I'm gonna beat him up. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. I'm gonna beat him up harder! How can he even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. Bye, Maya. I hope work is going well. We'll see you later. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose Robin. Well, there's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. First of all, you're sweating like a motherfucker. Second of all... And you didn't say anything? And you didn't say anything? Hello? Would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. A body has been discovered. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. Please assemble for the mock trial. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad.
I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when he saw the body?
Right. That was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs was shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where'd you get that?
So the article in the Famous Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You could have had absolutely nothing to do with the murder. Even ignoring all the pompous dickhead stuff, I hate you so much. You chose not to say, beep, emergency meeting, a body's been discovered. Because you fucking... What, pride, I guess? You said you were gonna win a trial to confess your love to a girl when you could have just said something to her? I don't know, maybe I'm weird. I feel like you could have just done it if you were that convinced that you wanted to. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body?
The ends justify the means.
Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you to inspire much confidence.
You're a student! We are professionals with a proven track record. Fuck you. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh, wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center. Goodbye, dickhead. October 24th. Detention center. Visitor's room. Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However, yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid than a newspaper article, if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to say friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. I'm kind of glad I didn't. My high school life was very simple. This seems tiring. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. Excuse me? But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. In other words, she was planning on rejecting him, and she just didn't want to hurt his feelings. I would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I have questions. Then what were the changes that you made? Because I feel like someone saw those changes, but not that they were changed back. I was wondering what the all you had on you when you were arrested.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
I hate you, dumbass. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Hell, I hate Miss Gumshoe. Professor Court and I were prepping in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
We've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood red color on the all bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the all when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. And then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the all with what looked like blood on it. Key and the all? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Art Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the all to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so...
The all suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it?
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too.
The Keyblade.
Well, let's not jump the gun on this.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything I can to prove your innocence tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Thena. I should go now. Bye.
She gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly. This is the first day. Everything, like, this is the first part of the episode. Like, we just started it. About 2.5 hours ago? Oh my god. We've already been going 2.5 hours. The fuck? And the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there?
Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay.
The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the scripts in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win! Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. Yeah, sure. King of being fine. That's him, alright. That's him, officer. He's the king of being fine. Don't worry about it. October 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Got it! It always number 3. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high? Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. Apollo, I don't think that's proper attire for court.
So my fears was unfounded. After all, the prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction.
There's that the end justifies the means concept again.
Now let us come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means.
No, the prosecutor is willing to win a conviction.
We are trying to get the acquittal.
I wish you'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way.
But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me...
What is it?
What is it that you treasure beyond all else?
Okay, so what he's saying is that the prosecutor is terribly brutal and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. So he wants to defend... He's very adamant about defending Junie.
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
I don't like that you're smiling about this. It makes me want to punch you in the face. Hold on. Hold on. Stab. Stab. Stab you in the face. Stab. 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 This is actually a lot of fun. Stabby. Stab. No. Bad. Hide the mouth. Stab. 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 You can use the... Hi, imaginary friend. Imagine Gary. Hi, Gary. Sorry, I read that wrong first. But here's the thing. But what if he used the staff as his pointer finger? What if he uses it to bonk the prosecutor on the head from across the courtroom? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I?
My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way.
Forgive me, Professor Means, but can't we just leave it at that?
Oh dear, please forgive me. I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can.
I do too, but...
Now, if you would excuse me.
Murderer. Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. I bet. If I were a betting woman, I would say... He killed her, purposely framed Juniper, and was going to be her defense lawyer in order to prove his point, that the ends justify the means. Whose catchphrase is their last name? Yes, his name is Apollo Justice. And his motto, here comes justice. But anyways, I'm calling that Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do something fun. Other. Calling it now. I mean, the professor, too. Ends justify the means. And Apollo justice. Here comes justice. That's their catchphrases. I didn't remember how to spell for a minute. There. Okay. So now we have this here. And I'm even going to mark what time it is. So that everyone knows, in case I was right, that we have evidence. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. I'm calling my shot. Here's the thing. My shot will very likely change as time goes on, but I'm calling my shot in the broadest possible way. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Our trial's about to begin. I'll show you the courtroom, if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. I don't have my badge yet, alright?
Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. He doesn't have his badge yet, right? No, he doesn't have it back. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Because I just don't foresee any of the kids, the high schoolers, actually being the murderer. Even though we have Robin's hands there, being covered in the paint, I don't think that's enough evidence for me to say that he had anything to do with the murder itself. That's not a reason. The professor has a motive, and he even has... It's pretty easy for him to get the means. Ha ha ha, means, jokes. Because, yeah, all things considered.
Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. It's possible. It's very possible. They might be involved in some way, but I think the murderer is Professor Means. Sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness.
I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement.
Oh. This case is crystal clear. I should not need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness.
Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness.
Judge, I'm gonna need you to grow a pair. Please, for the love of God, tell this motherfucker off. Robin Kilman and Hugo Coffin. God damn it. And now we don't even get an opening statement. Oh, this jackass. Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell become quite the team.
Oh, right. The case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain.
What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking.
All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Cord's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it.
Between 6 and 8 p.m. Cause of death, blood loss. Wait, the estimated time of death was the night before? Wow, she's been dead for a while. Oh, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well. On October 23rd, blood loss due to a stab wound on the side of the body. Marks indicate wrist may have been found, no other visible damage, but stab wound was very rough. Interesting. She was killed. Wow, okay. Good to know. That's information we didn't have before. Maybe Blackwell should train him not to mess with people's hair while he's at it.
Moving right along, the body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body must have been moved from the art room to the stage. Precisely, and there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It had captured a female voice screaming, "You're a gunner."
What's this? You have such a recording?
Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we are hearing of a death threat at the moment of the murder?
Shh, silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now.
You're a goner! Whose voice was that? We don't know.
It is quite hard to hear.
But the voice does sound female.
The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible.
Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant.
Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved?
Oh, I knew. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around.
Sorry, but no. And the campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial, when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body.
But the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Wait one moment. If all of the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body.
Have no fear, for there is always an exception.
An exception?
The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial.
What? Then that would mean... What would that mean, actually? I'm not sure. I'm very scatterbrained. I don't know why I'm up... Where am I? Why am I in a courtroom? I'm not on trial, am I? Oh dear, not again. I hope they didn't find my drugs.
Please ignore everything I just said. Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. Oh, I didn't know you trusted me so much, Fulbright. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither.
And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods.
I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say.
In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just 1 is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility.
Uh-oh.
Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations.
You can at least pretend to be upset for me.
A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha 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 ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice.
In justice we trust!
Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. He's a... Ugh. Apparently convicted felons can do a lot if they have enough money and power. Just like real life. Wait. Now I'm getting depressed. Let's move on.
Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. To the stand. Stand. So, our first witness is a cardboard box.
Stealth mode deactivated.
Oh my, the box has hands!
Smile, Your Honors.
What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Don't you know that it's rude to take Don't you know that it's rude to take pictures of people without their consent?
Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad, bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crimes.
Might I ask whether you could come out of that box?
How would I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular, not to mention possibly illegal and or highly irrefutable and untrustworthy.
A former ninja I met in Kling said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them.
Oh my, I never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time for this 17-year-old girl who is a reporter and not a ninja, constantly risking her life.
A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How can the judge believe this load of crock?
Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face.
Witness testimony. The similarity of the case and the script. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial. Hold on. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. What? Juniper has to be the killer. She has the motive, and the murder is just like her script.
The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true?
Also, what, I'm sorry, excuse me? What do you mean that her script... Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos, then you'll see. There was a sentence in there that seemed very sus to me. This is so simple. Even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Unless, of course, someone were to, I don't know, steal the book script, sneak a peek at the script, someone talked about the script, or maybe someone has tape recorders hidden everywhere and maybe heard about the script. Logic. Use it. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. Wait, what? Hold on, I need more info.
She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. I'm gonna be honest, your motive is flimsy as all hell. That is the flimsiest argument of a motive I think I've ever heard. That makes perfect sense. What now? What do you mean that makes sense? Hello? I mean, I guess that is technically a motive. I don't see how it's a good one. I guess it's a motive that you could use. Huh? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals.
I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
Let me see here real fast. This witness's script, along with... Okay. Okay, I misread this. So, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness, aka Miriam's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. In other words, what they're trying to prove is that the day before the mock trial, Professor Court suddenly changed her mind to use Miriam's script and not Juniper's. Which is still a lame-ass motive. But that also sounds like some made-up bullshit.
I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think. I'm gonna find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. Hey y'all, welcome to my unboxing video. Today we're gonna unbox the truth in this courtroom.
Why did you bring a video camera in here? Are you streaming to TikTok right now?
That's right, y'all. It'll be a long one, but stick with it. You're not gonna want to miss the end of this unboxing video. We're also gonna unbox her, but I don't think anyone really cares about that part. The main event is the truth. Murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Let's just start pressing everything, because there must be places where the script and the case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you warning posts. I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk.
Objection!
Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. Rude! Fucking... What's happening here? What did you just say? Michael really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Oh, easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hasn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. And in the actual case, there are signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. Okay, also, question then. What kind of dumbass motherfucker? What kind of dumb motherfucker recreates a crime scene that they themselves wrote that no one would know about except for them? What kind of fucking idiot would do such a thing? They're the only ones who knew about it, so they had to be the ones. Like, okay, I understand that bit of logic, but where's the logic of why the fuck would they match their own script if they're the only ones who know it? Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total bird. Then again, try again, why don't you, pawn of woods? I don't think this is true. Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam.
But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point, still. Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment! How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's scripts. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sponge. But how would you know this? How would you know this? How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? There is the art room where the heinous crime took place. An envelope marked used and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. I don't know if I believe that. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I trust that. Just because they were both in the room? It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduce all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. Those are brand new? It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. It's gonna be funny. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get his script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? I think you're full of bullshit. I feel like we don't have evidence for anything.
Hold it!
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the Okay, look. Athena, I love you. You're darling. This is not where I was hoping this would go. This is not the direction I was hoping this conversation would go.
Objection.
I feel like weary is the trial which pits hawk against canary.
Objection!
What did you just say? If you're so weary, you should try hunting less. I bet that saves some energy. There's no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. Don't let him get to you. These canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes Dono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Yeah, that's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Can I hold you in contempt of court for being just like the most annoying bastard? Why are your insults so childish? We're in a courtroom. I went to law school. I have an attorney's badge. Elementary school. Don't take a picture of that. I will smash that camera. Question. I've been thinking about this for a while. Why do you have bandages on your fingers? It's just because dealing with cardboard a lot, your hands get all dry and cracky. Because they will. Reporter's testimony throws attorneys Athena Sykes for a loop at the perfect caption.
Oh, marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand.
In a school paper? Seriously? While I'm wearing the school uniform still because I forgot to take it off?
I believe you pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes.
Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget. No! No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Uh-huh. Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself. Thank you! God, Apollo! Why are all the lawyers so much smarter when you're not the one playing as them? Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. get it! Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script. And that is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. Like, let's playing versus watching? You know what? That's an incredibly valid comparison. That is an amazing comparison. Super accurate. Very good childhood friends. Something, very good childhood friends. Something, this totally wasn't her uniform before she became student council president and got the black one. Definitely, totally not hers. Pay no mind to the fact that Juniper Woods does in fact have Athena's outfit in her dorm room. Don't worry about it.
Objection!
So we need to now prove that the crime scene only coincidentally looks like her. Looks like the mock trial. What I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script. Something known only to her? That'd be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. Thank you! Oh my god! Oh my god! Someone smart. Oh, bless you, Athena. You're my new favorite character that I've ever played as in an Ace Attorney game. I love this woman. You're now my favorite. Bye, babies. Thank you for the lurk. Well, what do you mean?
Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell this court what you mean by irrational.
It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would... The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same?
Yes, Miss Sykes. Care to explain what you mean?
Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. Oh, so close. We were so close to seeing her face. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet.
Objection!
You have words, Black Quill. It would seem Justice General's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use.
I'm pretty sure a blade is dull until you sharpen it. That's not the same thing as mastering it. Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already.
There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak.
Reason? What reason?
Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script.
Objection!
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Objection!
Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself.
What are you talking about? How many people found this body without calling the police? Hello? The fuck? What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too?
Precisely, and with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled.
Oh wait, so you didn't call the police either? What the fuck is wrong with these students? Nope, I kept it secret for my big scoop. You can't do that!
I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top?
Don't call a high school girl your little box top. Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box? And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil, not sea-devil. What Scuttlebutt saw. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, well, what are you doing? When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. Why? I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. In other words, Robin was wearing the costume. Why was Robin wearing the costume, though? And how did he only get the luminescent paint on his hands, not everything else?
Hold it!
Why did you withhold such key testimony? What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Oh, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is... No, wait, I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Help! Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No, thanks. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death, I was an undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Huh? Excuse me? You were where? Undercover reporter class. The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness cannot be the killer.
The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor.
Excuse you, this is a trial where someone's life is on the line? I'm going to point out an inconsistency. I did not have the evidence of her alibi before this. Hello? Bastards. I'm gonna murder all of... I'm going to slap all of you? With the hand of justice? Go get him, Apollo. Why me? You're the hand of justice. Since when? Since I said so. Now go get him. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Until all the witnesses step down. Hold the fucking phone, you bastard. We haven't even started. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. Yes, I do. I'm gonna fucking take your sword, and I'm going to drive it through your eyeball. How's that sound? Oh, I got dark there for a second. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Yeah, but I'm a woman. Ugh. Why can't he say, you reap what you sow?
Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may... Oh, perhaps spend some time in a lovely box and recover from today's stressful...
I'm going to slap you! Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalist either. My third eye's always eyeing a scoop. I hate all of you. She's always eyeing a scoop. No! This cross-examination hasn't even started. Fuck off. Let me in there. Stay right where you are. You're not going home. Off to the trenches. Bye-bye.
Hold it!
Hold it! Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo?
There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not?
Well, that is... No, I didn't take one.
Oh, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body?
It's not like I, actually saw it, but...
What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body.
What the fuck is with all this lying? Hello? That's a massive perjury you just committed.
Hold on. Hold on, how far back can I go?
Damn it, we can't go back to seeing the testimony itself. Fuck me.
That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare barrel steal at me again?
Yes, he's on the defense. This is his job. You fucking dickhead.
Hold it. Nice try, boy wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this! What exactly am I looking at here? It's a crucial moment, forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods! Ma'am? Ma'am, that is a cloak. Why did you not tell me of this?
It's a shocking scoop. I was saving just the right moment. And that would be right here, now, right here in court. Surprise! Also, I know who it is. I know who it is. I 100% know who it is. Nope, I'm off. Right here. I 100% know who it is. I'll keep circling it. Hands. Him. It was him. He did it. What'd I do? What'd I do? All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment. Radioactive. Radioactive. She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Wow, this is an unexpected turn. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then, right, who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is, there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way, after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what? Carton Cretin. Carton Cretin. Wow. And I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body, because she wanted to stop the mock trial. Hold it! The facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness!
The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. Guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. These guys are all assholes. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many.
Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. I don't think cardboard doesn't burn super well, does it? Like, it can. It definitely will. It's just kind of difficult, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Why is he in chains? Oh, so, this is Black Quill. He's a convicted murderer. It burns good? I guess it might depend on the cardboard. He's a convicted murderer, but he's still doing his job as a prosecutor. And apparently, for some reason, still has the ability to affect a detective's pay and salary. And also, he has a hawk. For some reason. So, yeah. So, here's the thing. My idea is that he's a convicted murderer, but he's probably actually not, like, a bad guy. But he is a dickhead, like most prosecutors in these games. At least, anything but that. Maybe cardboard does burn very easily, and I'm thinking of something else.
I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness.
I think I know where to start. I think I know where to start. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly, she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. Or she just didn't want you, or someone just didn't like you running in on them. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper, because she was wearing the costume that she had made. Okay. Now, my brain says to immediately present this bit of evidence, and I'm just curious to see what happens.
Objection!
They don't like me very much. Oop, wrong button. I mean, that piece of evidence does say it all, but also... tiptoe backwards, small safe scum. Minor bit of safe scumming, don't worry about it, I was testing a theory.
Hold it!
You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? It's only as simple and clear-cut as a good piece of journalism should be. Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear-cut. That's why I chased her. Keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony. Whoever it was that was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So, I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. I don't think she made it. I think she just designed it.
Objection!
Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. That is the most simplified logic I've ever heard, and I hate you. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? Also, why would she wear it before the trial? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. You know, something about this looks rather familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's almost as if I've seen this in this very courtroom before. Must be my imagination.
I'm glad you noticed, because those stars were precisely what's important here. In the drawings, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh, then that means... what exactly?
Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out.
But but why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting. That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. How do you keep... Where's all that stuff coming from? Do you have, like, shelves in there? Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? Oh, call the police, there's been another murder! And then Athena gets hauled off to jail. A failure as a reporter? Face! Oh, she's a cutie. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
Now, I would have you stop right there, Psychstono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room. I painted my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
What was it again? Fluoride? Does your costume have cavities? Or you know you need to take good care of your costumes. Make sure not to give it too much candy late at night.
Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes, so you apply that to the inside of the costume. And then? I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside out costume taken in the dark. Handprint, 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 handprint. 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 Okay, that's enough of that. I like messing with the chalk. It's important. It's important. It's very important, Kay. As you can see, there's a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside of the surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body.
Why, yes, I believe it would.
Indeed. Ergo, the costume is worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Gah! Glowing costume photo added to the court record. Figures he would have a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think we should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Look at the chest area. It kind of looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make a mistake, why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Objection!
So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? Yeah, that sounds about right. There are footprints right here. See? Footprints. Definitely, absolutely footprints and not anything else. What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto. A showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the cans before I ever touched the costume. And that paint should go in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows she touched the costume.
A school newspaper?
Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
It is glowing, quite brightly, I might add.
But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. Wow, thank you, Fitbit, for telling me I reached 6,000 steps while I've been sitting here for the past 3.5 hours.
Oh, that means... What again? I'm sorry, I believe that my time as a judge is a bit overdone.
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. Her classmate, friend, and potential love interest.
What?
I think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then, does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Alright, do we want to keep going until the next save point at the end of this chapter, or do we want to call it here 3.5 hours? I have a feeling I know what y'all are going to say. I have a feeling I already know the answer to that question. Stab. Stab. The harness is a thing. I don't know why he's wearing it.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
I'm Robin Newman! Damn. I want to become a great artist. Practice day and night. Yeah! Then A, what's with the harness? And B, why are you in law school? No! That's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man!
So for occupation, should we put down budding artist?
No! Famous Legal Academy, Senior, Prosecutor Course! I need to figure out a new way to do his voice. This is hurting. This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. Then how about maybe we'll pause it here in just a moment once we get to the start of his testimony.
I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today.
Ugh. Oh, man! Ugh. Wow, someone can actually make him shut up.
It seems the witness has finally settled down.
I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand.
I think this right here is a good exact moment to stop. This exact second. So, we're gonna call it here, y'all. Ace Attorney Thursday. We're done for the day. Thank you all so much for joining me. We started a bit early. We went a bit long. That's fine. I'm trying to remember how to do. There we go. Thursday Legal Academy. Be sure to tune in next week. Extra week after some time off. That is correct. In fact, we might even do it, well, maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see how I feel, because 3 hours of Ace Attorney says, ow, my throat. It's a good time to rest. We're not going to raid anyone today. I know that Yayo is streaming tonight in like an hour and a half. Good noise while you... Oh, I hope my screaming didn't make the headache worse. But I hope you recover from your headache soon. Drink lots of water. Water is very good for a headache. Lots and lots of it. Nice clear water. Thank you all so much for joining me. We should be back on... Okay. The current plan, the plan, sorry for bumping the microphone, is to finish Digimon Survive on Saturday. Unless it takes too long, in which case it won't be then. And we won't finish. But we're on the final part of Digimon Survive. We're gonna finish it soon. Maybe on Saturday. So come and join me for that. And Sunday will hopefully be your return to Persona. I'm not making promises. If not, then it'll be Sly Cooper. We'll see. But that's all from me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you later. Farewell, y'all. Goodbye. And thank you for joining me.